Hey, what up, people? The Football Talkers here, your host AB, and I'm back again. There's plenty to get into, and a lot of you need to know your place. There's plenty of you that need to know your place. Some of you, you're already talking out of line, you understand? This is the time for you to bow and kiss the ring, yeah? But a lot of you you're acting defiant, you understand? You don't know who you're messing with. First of all, let's talk about Mikel Obi. That idiot. Who does this guy think he is? Yeah? Talking about corner kicks. First of all, perfect your fake accent before you start talking about Arsenal. Because you've lost all credibility, bro. You're doing okay with your podcast and all of that. You just came here with your big mouth and just messed everything up. What are you talking about? That is illegal. This guy said corner kicks are illegal. The same guy accusing Arsenal of killing the game, taking whatever so-called beauty he's talking about in the game. This is the same guy that was well known for his ability to carry out Mourinho's instructions of sucking the life out of the game. Like Chelsea will go like 1-0 up, 2-0 up. Mikel Obi was the guy who was relied on to come and secure the win. Just go out there, slow the game, like kill everything in the game, kill any momentum possible in the game. Mikel Obi used to be an attacking player, yeah. You chose to be a worker for the devil, chose to be a shepherd for the devil being Mourinho, the number one archetype for rough, rigmarole football, like football that is so distasteful to watch. And you're out here talking about Arsenal. Make it make sense. Only one goal you scored in your career was from a corner kick. One of the biggest glory moments Chelsea has to date in the Champions League came from a corner kick. Look at Chelsea this weekend, yeah. Lost 1-0 to Newcastle. Newcastle delivering back-to-back banter for the rest of us, you understand? Miserable loss against Newcastle. Worry about your own club, because your club might not make Champions League. Yeah, keep Arsenal out of your mouth, bro. You don't know what you're saying. What pisses me off with everything about these Mikel Obi guys, the takes on their own are already rubbish. They're already garbage. Then he keeps coming up with this accent that I can't understand. Bro, Igbo people have a beautiful way of speaking naturally. Just speak like that, bro. Where is the accent coming from? Is it British? Is it Russian? Is it Nigerian? What is it? Make up your mind, bro. Figure out your accent first before you start talking about Arsenal. Misplaced priorities. Yeah. Chelsea again, shocking. What was Palmer? Yeah. You don't have Cole Palmer no more. That's Kiki Palmer. Liam Rosinho. This guy is such a fucking fraud. No tactics. All this guy, you can really tell, yeah. All this guy wanted to do before he became a manager was go into politics. He didn't get the opportunity, and somehow he's Chelsea manager now. Because he likes the microphone. He likes his press conferences. But doing the actual job you're meant to do as a manager, he can't do it. He can't do it. And I'm not even Jamaican, but he can't do it. You understand? Liam Rosinho, where are the tactics? Enzo again, looking clueless. Look at the Newcastle goal. Completely bypassed the midfield. They literally just walked it in from their own half. Yeah, and you're over here talking about Arsenal. Hope you enjoyed that beautiful football, Mikel Obi. Sour. All these people, man, hating, just sour for no reason. Sour for no reason. That's why you can't listen. You get nowhere having bad mind like that. Just acknowledge greatness. You understand? You can't rush greatness. Feel me? It hurts. A lot of you, it hurts. Because your worst fear is getting confirmed. Arsenal yet another win this weekend. Big one for that matter. Listen. If you're looking for an example of how to behave like as a club or as a fan base, look at Everton. Credit to Everton. Just like Brighton, made it a very, very difficult game. It's no wonder why Everton are one of the best performing teams away from home. Extremely difficult. Arsenal could not crack. even deep into the 80th minute, they were still in the game, still looking like a threat on the counter attack. Arsenal stepped it up in the second half, yes, but Everton really held their own. Yeah, and then the super changes came on. Big Gyok, yeah, Gyok 9, yeah, came on. And you already know the wonder kid, yeah, the boy with the magic wand at the moment, Max Downwan. What was your youngster doing? Where's your own youngster? You understand? Came on. Not only did he inspire the first goal by his brave attempt to cross into the box, had a few neat and tidy touches before then, audacious, brave, showing ambition, the willingness, no fear, willing to take on his man and all of that. Then he goes and now scores that second goal. Floored 2 players to score that into an empty net. Arsenal does it all. Beautiful football, street football, you name it, they have it all. And that's why people are upset, bro. That's why people are mad. Mr. Hunsler at Brighton manager, was saying the same thing as well. Capping, just pure cap, talking about, I'll never be a manager that plays like that. Listen, bro, things going on over here on this side are much bigger than what you have to deal with over there. Yeah, you never know what you will do till you're faced with the right circumstance. With the situations or the circumstances that you'll be met with at a big club, where you have to perform and deliver, where getting the odd win against a top 6 side will get you praise in the weekend. You don't know what's going on this side, big man. So chill. You have all the makings to be a top manager in the future. So hopefully you will be there to witness when you get there. Let's see if you have the same ring, have the same bass in your voice about style of play and all of that. Just take your credit, bro. You outplayed Arsenal on the day, but big things going on over here. You understand? But yeah, man, Arsenal got that big win. Over to you, City. And what does City do? They slipped up. They dropped points against West Ham. Listen, the weekend has been perfect for Arsenal fans because people are going into meltdown. Now I'm seeing some fan bases, some members of some fan bases, they're beginning to accept what looks like the inevitable. You understand? Beginning to accept defeat. Some of them are already beginning to send their well wishes early. And I'm like, what? Is this my man? They can't help it, bro. They can't help it. They can feel the boogeyman knocking on the door. And I love it. Then just when we thought that things were, calm, we just coast through and enjoy the rest of the weekend. United playing, no biggie. Doesn't matter for anybody. But you trust shameless Man United fans to still find a way to enter themselves into the big boy conversation. Now we're hearing shouts for player of the season for Bruno Fernandes. Because of what? 40 game season. Yeah, because of scamming and frauding your way to start bad assists and whatever. You think that's what football is all about now? You guys have soiled the good name of football long enough. Yeah, I'll be damned before that fraud wins player of the season. Yeah, people have been doing bits since the beginning of the season. This guy only woke up like he normally does from like December-ish, January. And then United fans, in their usual fashion, they think start and end when they pick up form, or when they finally become ready to start doing what you should have been doing from the beginning of the season in the first place. Fuck out of here. It's the player of the season. When there's so many big men who have been doing bits in the beginning of the season, tell me how this makes sense. This dude has like half of his assists are even from like corner kicks and all of that. And some of these people are the same people we'll be talking about Arsenal corner kicks and all this other bullshit. You guys should sit down. Listen, I know United, you've not had much joy this season, There's a lot of sadness and a lot of, depression around your club most of the season. So now finally you have something that you want to just use and hold yourself, console yourself. Listen, just because Bruno is the apple of your eyes and he means the world to you and you can't stop thinking about him, you've been crushing on him since whenever. Nobody cares, bro. That's all for you. Give him the award if you want to. Yeah, over here, we do things that meet up to our expectations for the club that we are. Not what you guys do, where you completely fall by the wayside. You lose track of all your expectations very early in the season. You literally miss out on all the reasonable objectives you should be accomplishing for the season. Then you start trying to salvage and clutch at all these different desperate attempts to be looked like you've accomplished some top four. So United fans, bro, don't worry. I like this small bit of renewed hope United fans are having. Yeah, because when it all comes crashing down, we'll be here. We'll be here, bro. Yeah, man, listen. Now is what? Is this, how many games is it left to go? Let me see that real quick. You guys are really talking about giving player of the season to somebody in a team that hasn't even been able to, they've not been able to stitch 5 in a row. It wasn't until recent they managed to even do 3 in a row. That's player of the season. Yeah? You literally want to tell me Bruno Fernandes since August up till now has been the best player in the league. So many people way more deserving, but we don't even need to get to that because we don't even need to give life to that conversation. It's so fucking dead, but trust my United fans to give credence to anything. We have Igor Thiago doing bits, Haaland doing bits, yeah, Semenyo doing bits. In fact, Semenyo and Igor Thiago are 2 special mentions because these are 2 guys at teams that are not recognized as the traditional big 6 or anything like that, and they've been, because of the influence of their goals as an assist, they've helped their teams to accomplish way beyond their expectations for the standards and the level of their club. When you have Captain Fernandes, yeah, Bruno Fernandes, yeah. You got 18. So now what they're even using is they're talking about if he manages to break Henry's record. So when Henry set that record, was he playing just 40 games in the season? But you see, this is the thing with United. They never want to do things in the manner in which they're expected, in the manner in which will match their expectations set for them. Always trying to fraud their way through something. Please tell me how getting 18 assists in the league or whatever you want to say compares to the difficulty of somebody else who is also performing in the league but having to be involved and also perform in other competitions up until the business end of the season. Please explain that to me. But don't worry, continue. You know, like I told a lot of you on Twitter and wherever, this is the cycle of how you've been. This is the cycle of the leadership and the tenure of Bruno Fernandes as captain. Yeah, you go out of everything, you miss out on all relevant expectations for your club. Then when you're already in the mud, things are already looking far, things that you're supposed to have accomplished are looking far out of reach. You now start getting all these goals and assists when the pressure is much less and you're just looking for joy at this point. And then he keeps rescuing you in 1 or 2 tight situations, and then you start coming, Bruno is king, Bruno is this, Bruno is that. See, that's in your back pocket, yeah. That's in your own back pocket. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. If you want to be respected as a big player, if you want to be recognized as a world-class player and all of that, then do like world-class players do. Yeah. Don't be doing things like a mid-table or a mid-sized club or a bottom-half club expecting accolades like you're still this done, that done. Like I saw him during the game get, as in assist from corner, he's busy forming bad man. Like, are you serious? Is that how much the standards have dropped? Yeah, that you have your captain feeling like a don on the pitch because he just assisted from a corner kick in a game that is, oh my god, this wasn't like Champions League semi-final. This is just a regular league game because of how poor United have been so far this season. And he's out there forming bad man. What was all that bad man when you should have been in the FA Cup? What was all that bad man when you're supposed to have been in the Champions League or in Europe last season? Screw these people, man. You can't help United, bro. You can't help United, and this is the extent of the delusion of these guys. I keep telling people here, they're shameless, and then beneath that, you find Man United fans. These guys have no ounce of shame, bro. They'll clutch at anything just to be relevant. The desperation stinks, bro. Yeah. Anyway, enough of those idiots, you understand? Let's get back to the big boy talk, you understand? Grown men talking now. We're back to grown man conversation. Yeah, man, 7 games left, you feel me? All Arsenal has to do, just keep it consistent. Already one hand on the trophy, you understand? And the meltdown will just take place by its own, like automatically, you feel me? It's already beginning to start early, and Arsenal fans are loving it, you understand? League still going, you understand? Plenty to play for. Obviously, Man United go back into mid-term break, you understand? Watching the rest of the big man do their thing on the world stage, on the proper stage, you understand? Before they come back out their shells again with a new, desperate agenda to be relevant. But yeah, we just have to allow, every now and again, you just need to allow your little bro feel like he's a bit strong and all of that before you eventually knock some sense back into him, you understand? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, you understand? Let me know what your team is doing this season, you understand? Let's formulate a way to put all these guys back in their place, you understand? These people who are out there being chatty instead of doing the business they should have done on the pitch already. You understand? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.